Hello there. I almost was late to the start, but since I was so underperforming, slash, I was so ashamed of myself of how poorly it came out on Monday, I sat down and even though I was very sick before I got better, I started derustifying the poses slash figures as well. Hello. Because man, it was so horrible. I felt so bad. But yeah, I will start doing this more and more of like figure drawings and stream indeed. Hello, welcome, welcome. I will start doing like actually doing art now. I started doing it as well. Just don't wanna spoil it because it is a gift to somebody. But I started like drawing, not just studies, because I feel like I once again hit a like snag of like I stop improving and then want to draw something or try to do something and it just comes out wrong and then I feel bad and then I burn myself out and I don't want that to happen. So I will just embrace the cringe, embrace the atrocities, and then just start doing actual art. I am doing better than how it was even just a few days ago. It's quite a bit of a funny story. I went to the doctor's on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Tuesday. And what is it? I gave the list of my symptoms and what was wrong and shit like that. And they are like, oh yeah, okay, so you will get this and this and this medication and you will do this and this and this. Have this diet and blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, that's fair enough. Let's go. And then they're like, oh yeah, and an injection as well. I'm like, is it as serious? It's like, no, it's just so you will stop having nausea and you can just keep your food stuff down, stuff like that. Like, all right then. If if they deem it the best solution, then who am I to say no? So I start taking off my hoodie and all that so that I can get it in my arm. And what's his they're like, okay, now hop onto this but it's halfway like a table and a bed, like a combination of the two. I don't know the English name for it. And what's his I'm like, alright. That's a bit excessive for running an injection into my arm, but alright, can do. And they just yank my pants down and jump me in the ass. I'm like, alright then, take me to dinner first, Jesus Christ. But yeah, that injection like helped tremendously. And now I like feel so much better. I know it might have been a bit too much information, but Jesus Christ, that was such a baffling situation, I have to say. Yeah, I was like that as well. And the funny bit is, she didn't stop me from like getting off my hoodie, which is like, why would I do that if I knew that's where I would get the injection? And it's like, all right, understandable. Have a great day. Oh yeah, and I drew the arm, but I totally forgot to do the hand. Oops. My bad. But yeah, I genuinely feel like after all these ups in art and improving quite a bit, dare I say, in the short amount of time, I once again low key feel like I'm at an impasse and I do not know where to head or what to do. But I have a general idea of what to do. But my only hope is I'm not going to do the same that's led me to the first like uh, burnout slash stopping art. Hello, hello, don't worry. You didn't miss out on too much other than my very questionable uh, story about me going to the doctors on Tuesday. Also, I genuinely gave a long and hard thought about looking for an art teacher again, giving it another go. But then I remembered all my experiences with the fucking art teachers, and I was like, maybe not. After all this time, maybe not. That I don't know. Maybe I should. We will see. Oh yeah, yeah. It turned out okay. It was just kind of funny because I did not expect the treatment that they gave me. But I got an injection, but that's basically what there is to it. I I feel like courses lame. How do I say this? Uh Courses can't really do what I'm looking for, basically. Like I genuinely feel like I just need somebody to like an art teacher who is like proper look at my art and say that yeah, you need to practice this, you have to do this technique, you have to do this and this and that. So uh quote unquote professional feedback, if that makes any sense what I mean. Because with courses it feels like yeah, I can do the course, I am very well versed with like regime. Is it called regimes in English? Like regiments or whatever the fuck. Like, you know, doing the tasks every day and keeping myself to it. I'm good at that, but it doesn't particularly mean that I would improve or know what to do or like figure out the path. But I feel like a like person on person kind of deal would help me much better. But so far, the luck with that have been so fucking terrible that I am very on edge about the idea. Even though I do believe that that would be the best thing that I could do. What the fuck is this picture doing here? I did, yes. And yeah, they are helpful. They genuinely are helpful, but I can't turn to a course and ask like, "Hey, what do you think? What should I uh, focus on next?" And the course would go like, "Okay, this is how you do this and this and that." It's like, but this is not what I want to know. Because I have a vague idea of like I'm struggling to sketch torsos the most, so I should focus like on that, and then maybe the heads again and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. It's just way too much. Because the other thing is, uh, it's low-key hikey feels like some on some days, and I know it's just negative thoughts, but it low-key hikey feels like I'm just wasting my time and it will never achieve to anything. Like art. Of like, yeah, I'm doing all these studies and shit like that, but I will never be able to do anything with it, basically. But that's why I started doing non-studies as well, so that I can get like maybe that's what I'm missing. That's what I need to do is just get the ball moving and then let it snowball into me doing more than just doing studies and feeling hopeless. Oh Jesus Christ. that that I feel like I feel not that I'm shy, it's just what is it? It feels more scrutinizing than it does like actual helpful for me at least. But I might think about that as well. Because I'm in a handful of like art discords. But I don't know. But it will uh how do you say it in English? Oh fuck, I forgot how to speak English. What is it? It will end up happening one way or another, so one way or another I will find a way. Question is it going to take another 15 years or or is it going to be actually faster progress now? Because that's what's bothering me most about all of it is that it genuinely feels like I look back at my previous art and I can see the improvement and everything like that. But it genuinely just so disheartening that, oh yeah, by the way, how long have you been drawing? Nearly fucking 20 years. What can you show for it? Fucking nothing. Oh man. But yeah, I will get on top of it all. Because I was looking through the server and I saw the, what is it? The last valiant efforts before I took the break in like 2021 or something like that. Jesus Christ. I maybe next week what I could do is grab these old art that I have there because I found that sketchbook. So I have the sketchbook. What I could do is pick a drawing from it and just redraw it. Because, oh my god, I definitely did improve since then, is all I'm going to say. Oh yeah, I mean, that's the most satisfying bit of it is like when you can actively see how much you're improving. Because I know it's very intimately how what is it, you can feel like you're not improving at all in capacity and you just feels like you're wasting away or some shit. But and I will have to practice boxes again. I feel like so I can conquer the perspectives again. Because I used to do the like rotate the box, but it felt like what is it? A bit of a waste of time. Of like yeah, I'm doing this, and that's my issue with like majority of uh the practices or exercises is I'm doing it, but what am I doing it for if I'm not actually doing proper arts and I'm just doing studies endlessly? It's so hard to take the step of like, yeah, I'm ready, let's do this. Uh, But it's about time I do it. Who knows, maybe next week it's not going to be studies anymore, but it's just going to be okay, so I'm working on this art piece. Here is the progress. All I will have to do is just get my shit together. Also start working on the fucking comic script. Still like, yeah, I will do it tomorrow. I will do it tomorrow. And then I end up doing it tomorrow, and then tomorrow, and then tomorrow. Probably, yes. But I would do that after I like, uh, how do you say this? Uh, After I sketched a character enough that I know that that's how the character is going to be. Because until then, there's no reason for me to do the character sheet. Because like I have a character right now who I am more or less working on, uh, who is like an old character who got revived basically, and I'm not sure about so many things about her still, like the hair, the eyes, this and that. Plus, when I started to like sketch her and give it a go, of like me attempting to, oh, what the fuck is here? Uh, Making sketches of her and stuff like that. It just felt so bad and childish and stuff like this. So that's why I started these studies and the study series as well. That's why I did heads for like days, if not weeks, because it felt so bad. But I will most likely give it another go very soon, probably this weekend, and then see if I can do the character sheet. Uh, this still feels a bit too short. And the other issue that I have is what is it? From references, now I feel like I can do pretty okay. But then I try to do something without a reference and I still suck so much. And it's just so demotivating, dude. Oh shit, and I fucked this up a bit. Because it's something like this. Oops. Did I just do this? No, that was a slightly different version of it. I sometimes get confused on what bits I drew already and what bits I didn't yet draw. It also makes me think all this conundrum. If I made a mistake by not applying to what is it, an art university or some shit, because maybe that was the key all along, and I will forever be in art purgatory for the mistakes of not going to art school or some shit. But then again, most of the stories I heard from art schools is not too good. But we will see. No, that's not right. That's way too short. Something that's yeah, that's my biggest issue as well because as I said before, every single interaction I had with any art teacher so far was so bad and unhelpful. The opposite of helpful, actually, if I'm honest. And it's just so fucking sad. So imagine I had a good art teacher that actually was like guiding and that I could turn with my questions and issues and everything. Man, it would be so fucking nice. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, Unfortunate. Unlucky, some might say as well. Yeah, I get that 100%. Like, I did mention it before in one of my streams. Is one of the art teachers was like denying that anything that is not fine art exists and not taking my drawing seriously because it was too anime-ish. And anime is not an art, slash cartoon is not an art. And that was going on until I won some random bullshit about award. And then, oh, let me have a, what is it? Um, exhibition in the school for you, and then do this and then do that. And I invite you to this class to give a like art lesson about digital art and shit like that. And it's like, brother, no, that's so bullshit. Because this was the same teacher who I asked, like, asked for guidance. And the guidance was, here is a book, buy it from somewhere, doesn't matter where. It was a very, very rare book that, like, basically no one had. And still, like, I remember going to, like, every antiquarium that I saw, just in hopes and hopes that they would have the book. Draw every picture in there, and then you will be a good artist. Like, alright then. And it was an anatomy book, of course, but still, like, how that's going to. I understand studying muscles and muscle groups is helpful. It is tremendously helpful, but make it make sense. Rather. The other time I asked help on how to do self shading because I was interested in self shading. The answer I got slash tip that I got was draw triangles. All right, I will draw triangles. I still don't know how to self shade, by the way. I mean, now it makes more sense, but I still am not good at self shading in any capacity. Oh, so what the fuck is going on here? Jesus Christ. Oh. I'm suddenly struggling with legs as well. But another thing that I will probably do is just return to traditional art and do some sketching traditionally. Because it feels like I am using the lasso tool and the transformation tool way too much. And it feels like I'm going to learn nothing if I keep on doing that. Oh, so made this smaller. Oh. 1 second. Alright, no worries. But yeah, this have been a very, probably because I was sick, so I took a few days not drawing. But this have been a not so fun times on arts and crafts times. But we need days like this for the good days to be just that much better, I suppose. At least that's what I'm coping with every time that shit like this happens. But yeah, now that I said it out loud, I might just as well actually look into options of like art teachers and shit like that. What am I doing? Jesus Christ. Or maybe what I should do is go back and draw through another book. And then the art teacher will be right all along. She have been right all along and I was just being blind. But I don't think that's the answer, to be honest. But at least it gives me a routine and something to do. If nothing else. That's not quite right. Oops. Also, ever since I started drawing again, I'm not sure if it's just because I use my hands now way more often or what, or if it's an issue with how I hold my pen. But every time I move my hands, they're like crackling like fire. I'm like 90% certain that it's not too healthy. But it's a bit too chunky, probably. Yeah, probably. It seems like I am drawing way stockier legs than I'm supposed to. Actually, I am going to make this smaller a bit. And this is what I mean mostly by relying way too much on the digital bits and pieces. I will probably return to doing traditional art and practicing traditionally as well. I. It's a bit too small, probably. Yeah, that should be more or less alright. Now I will see if I can fit this. Yeah. No, I can't. Okay. I will probably, though, just to not have too much issue, I will start a new one. So I have spaces to actually do stuff. There we go. 1 second. Welcome back. Sorry, I was drinking tea. I realized that I still have tea and I don't want to drink it too late. Alright. But also, I have to say that since I started derustifying myself, um, it's been going much faster. Because I have only been streaming for 40 minutes or so, and I already drew 4 poses. So that means I'm a speedy. Because from what I can tell, by the way, from my like limited knowledge, uh, is that the main issue that I have is connecting the pelvis to the rib cage and the pelvis itself. Because I know the like techniques of how some people do it, but still, or how like they are sketching it and stuff. It's not too cold, but it is much colder than how it was a while back. Because it was quite warm, and now it like rained for 4 days straight, and now it's warming up a bit again. But then looking at the uh, what is it? Weather forecast, it's going to dip down again. Maybe that's why I feel so shit. Oh yeah, but what is easy about art really? There's nothing easy about this shit. Maybe that's why I like it. I like to suffer and I like pain. It sounded slightly wrong, but you know, there's a bit of truth to it. And by bit, I mean a lot. Kinky, alright. Yeah. But yeah, maybe what I'm going to do is do a bit of studying. I know, here I go again, studies. But studying how people sketch uh, like the skeletal part of the sketch, not the flesh and skin and shit like that. Because that is maybe what I need. And also, the dreaded moment has arrived where I think if I sat down and actually give a go to gesture drawing, that would immensely fucking help me. Probably, if I'm honest. But I don't think gesture drawing is so stupid. I mean, it's not, but it's wait. Maybe that's what I'm going to do traditionally. And maybe another thing that I could do is hyper focus on part of the body, like the torso itself, because that I struggle with, and like go deeper in the anatomy of it all. Oh God, so this is way too down. Oops. My proportions are just something else today, I have to say. Also, finally, probably tomorrow, I will have what is it? A job interview again. Because the current job is not woggy woggies. But this place doesn't seem that much better either, but hey ho. At least probably this will be more reliable than the previous one. If they accept me, that is, but I probably will not be accepted. So there is that as well. Oh yeah, nice. She's probably not her on a floating fucking thing. Uh, she's not actually a chair. It's something like that. So now this is not quite right. So, oh yeah, and I should not forget to write the date here as well. Just so I will know when these were made. So I can look back 10 years from now and say, oh my god, that's actually garbage. Also, probably this also is going to be a bit shorter stream, but I will still do go for like 40 more minutes probably. It's just a general information thing, because suddenly everyone wants a piece of me. So I have lots of things that is going to happen after stream. And yeah. Oh lord, here comes the little Kajit again. No, he just got a bunch of vet food and treats, but he's here being relentless, like he's starving, like he has been starved for the past 5 years. Which is untrue, he just had a full meal not even an hour ago. Little stinker. Hmm. Something like that. So, no, it didn't change. I thought that the brush I accidentally made it smaller, like how I tend to do from now and then. Because I rest my hand on the shortcut thingy, and I end up like making my brushes go up and down in size without me noticing. Oh, that's why they are so small. I mean, it's not a bad thing if I stop doing microscopic art finally without even noticing. Wowee. Though maybe before that, if I do that, I will put up it to 12. Maybe I should start doing the little cheat of like little hacks of drawing arms with like the lightning method and shit like that. But that's probably for the uh gestures. I will start doing them. Alright. Here's another thing that I will have to realize, and not just mentally, but like with the art as well, is that I don't have to draw every single bit of thing happening. That's what simplification is for, after all. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hello there, Major. Welcome. The man, the myth, the legend himself. Wowee. Just in time to see me draw naked women again. Although sadly it's not Tilly now. Should be, but that's for later. No worries. They're very nice faces, I have to say. It's cool. Hell yeah. This is a very strange pose, I have to say. There are little to no landmarks on the body, making it harder to do. But that's what we like when it's hard. Let's check. There could be an easy pose coming right about now. I wouldn't be too mad. Shit. I forgot that I was doing this. I am practicing figures, meaning that I want to practice the proportions of like the body part, basically. The limbs, the torso, the arms, the hand, this and that. And while I do that, I also am looking out for landmarks with anatomy so that it makes it easier. And hello. And also, in the meanwhile of doing all that, hopefully it expands my visual. What is it? Visual library. Oh shit! I just realized I muted my PC from the stream, so that Kurukuru only was audible for me. Oops. Wait, let me. That's right. There's a shoe check. Yes. This lady be checking her shoe size, and it's coming back small, probably. Also, I still suck at drawing feeties, but luckily feeties I do not want to draw naked too much. In 1 second, if you're still here, Saki, I will play the Kurukuru. Is just I will stop the music for a moment, and I wanted to finish this. All right. Not a chance. I'm not going to mimic it. Give me one moment. Where is it? There's 1,000. Okay, so be ready. I do not know how loud or quiet this is going to be, so here it is. There you go. This is what we missed. I am not a swindler. I'm not going to swindle you out of your little catnip points. I should add more of them, probably. Thank you for coming to my Pururing. Oh yeah, it takes me back as well. Oh, the good old days. Oh. But back to the scheduled music. I mean, it was nice. It has its flaws, but it was nice. But certainly fucking nicer than the current days, that's for sure. I was, I think, still living. No, 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 no. By that time, I moved back home. I wasn't in the capital anymore. But yeah, no, not good. But yeah, to think that those days were 4 years ago, 3 to 4 years ago. Jesus Christ. Mm. It's more like this. But yeah, I recently went around and got in touch with people that I used to talk in those times and unfortunately don't really talk anymore. I asked them how are they doing, what's up, how has been life, and so on and so forth. 2025 was certainly a year of war times, and I lost touch with so many people and so many things as well. I'm slowly but surely rebuilding all that has been lost. If only I could delete it from the calendar. Like to say that I am not 28, I'm just 27, because that year fucking didn't happen. Or I would love for it to not have happened, but it did. That's unfortunate. But yeah, back to the topic from like half an hour ago. I do think that I will just need to like pick it apart and what is it? Practice torsos, for example, exclusively. Because that would probably be the best idea. Man, it looks goofy as shit. Ooh. And for some reason, there is a bit of cloth here. What purpose this cloth holds, I have no idea. Also, do I remember correctly that you liked Blade and Soul, right? The game, I mean. And you played it, or slash play it? Saki. Because recently I picked up a YouTube series that I watched a while ago. I started watching it again, and they made a video about Blade and Soul as well as some other shit. And I remembered, because if I'm not mistaken, you like to play that game, or a very similar sounding game. Which, in that case, I'm sorry. My memory is not as good as it used to be. Where did my mouse go? I drew this already, dude. Okay, there we go. 1 second, just drinking a bit of tea to hydrate myself. Alright. Back to the scheduled programming after tea break. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why am I doing this to myself? To learn, to improve, to evolve, that's why. Let's get on it. Oh yeah, and I did say things about making a playlist that is just game music and should be copyright free. But I still just yet to do it. So that we'll have to wait a bit longer, I suppose. But probably on the weekend, if I don't have anything else, I will be doing it. Because I just got reminded because of the Skyrim music. Little Skyrim that got Loki Hikey ruined by Elder Scrolls Online. It's a game that I will probably never play again. Even though it's not a bad game at all. Something is not quite right about this either. Portions, of course. Sorry, I really got into the zone right there for a moment. So I kind of stopped talking for a little bit. But dare I say that maybe the derustification process is somewhat working and is somewhat helpful. But we will see. When I will be starting doing actual art. Just a moment. Alright. See. Uh, the beauty of bot messages. Something that never changes, I suppose. But I do think that this will be all for today for now. And yeah, if everything goes well, I will be able to stream on Saturday as per usual. And that is all for today, probably. But we did very, very nicely. I drew way more poses than the first time around, so even that shows that even if it's a little bump in the road, it's still quite an improvement down the line. So keep on trucking along, keep on going, don't give up, and yeah. See you all on Saturday if you have the time. If not, that's okay as well. And yeah, have a good night and see you a lot later. Bye bye.